pretty valuable in any days, in any business venture, really. Absolutely, absolutely. I will say this about feedback, and perhaps you guys, know this already. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. We'll see. But this is such something I think is important about feedback when you're taking feedback, um, or when giving feedback. If you're taking feedback from somebody, be careful about how much you take, because sometimes people give you feedback on things based, well, oftentimes I say, at least in my experience, people give you feedback on things based on what they think you are trying to do. So if you're asking for something for feedback, first you need to know what your goals are, what you're trying to achieve, what you're trying to do, and specifics of that, because your goals aren't going to be the same as everybody else, and what you're trying to achieve and accomplish may not be the same. And if the person giving you feedback doesn't know what you're trying to do, then their feedback might not be all that valuable, because they're going to be like, oh yeah, you do this, this and this, but that's not necessarily going to be in line with what you're trying to do. It's not that it's bad feedback or bad advice, it's just not necessarily in line with what you're trying to do. So if you're asking for feedback, make sure the person knows what you're trying to do and understands what your goals and what you're trying to accomplish are. And likewise, if you're given feedback, then yeah, make sure you know what it is that they're trying to do and what they're trying to achieve, and that whole thing, so that they can. So when you're giving feedback, you can be like, okay, cool. This is my feedback based on what you're trying to do and how I think you should proceed with it. And then, in any case, whatever they give you, whatever feedback they give, you decide for yourself whether it's something you want to take on board or not. You don't have to take on everything somebody tells you. But, if they give you good advice and you think it's good advice and you think it will help, then yes, certainly, that's the type of thing to take heed on. But it's just about knowing what they're trying to do. So first and foremost, you need to be clear with your own goals and clear of what it is that you're trying to accomplish and how you're trying to do it. And that way, when any feedback comes to you, you can be like, okay, I can see how this can help me, or actually, I don't think this is going to suit what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's that's something to consider. Everyone wants to do collabs in me. We all gotta support each other, yes sir. Then I got to get interested. Twitch, Preacher Hayes. Can't hear Hayes. How about this? Too far away. SGI can hear me. Why can't you hear me, Banter? Huh? If SGI can hear me, why can't you hear me, huh? Why can't you hear me, huh? Huh? Huh?